Today's transition tutorial is learning how to transition uniquely from the top to the middle bar and back again. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at unique ways to transition between common positions. For the top bar, I've chosen one of the most commonly done positions, which is double knee hook, not only because I think it can be done more uniquely, but we do it so often that it needs to be done nicely. And for the middle bar, I've chosen basic positions that use different parts of the body for support, such as back balance, shoulder balance, or more common positions like gazelle. I want to encourage you guys to use the concept of aerial minimalism, which means using the least amount of hand or body placements in order to transition between two positions, in order to make your transitions look more unique, as well as the concept of doing actual skills to create transitions in and of themselves between other skills. A simple way that you can vary up your entry into double knee hook on the top bar is to make sure that you're not always lifting up from sitting and going into the double knee hook from bucket hang. So if you're intermediate level or above, you should consider using a starfish pull-up, for example, a skin the cat into double knees, or a variety of other ways of getting your knees hooked onto the top bar. One of my favorites, which requires quite a bit of strength, is lowering out into a full hang behind the bar and doing a reverse Shishinova, lifting the legs up through straddle onto the top bar. This not only demonstrates a lot of strength, but it just looks unique, and it's not as predictable as watching someone lift through bucket hang again. The next thing we need to focus on is, of course, exiting from the double knee position in a nice fashion. So using our minimalistic approach, making sure that the body stays inverted, sliding out down the calves and the heels, we can go into a variety of different shapes. So we've got back balances with different leg shapes, starfish holding on or hanging by your ankles, a star balance, or even a gazelle split, or a gazelle holding the back leg, which I call arrow. So the next group of transitions require small bodily adjustments and secure hand placements to take us directly into other poses. So this first one, we're taking our body to the side, top hand with the thumb facing up, body oriented as per Amazon, and we're going to take one leg through the hoop and slide down into cradle pose. We can do a similar thing, taking the hands into an Amazon position, but lowering out and making sure the body stays more inverted and balanced, pushing down nice and hard with the bottom hand to control through a shoulder balance or a floating straddle. And then we can even go into a nice jeté, assisting that back leg by pulling it with the bottom hand. We can also take one leg through into extended peekaboo or ballerina, and using the same hand placements, lower down into Amazon. Make sure that you control the weight of your legs forward and through the hoop as you lower them down into Amazon to stay balanced, especially in spin. One of my favorite transitions is to lower down to heels, and using the tops of your shoulder muscles and the elbows for grip, sticking the bottom out, we can lower into a shoulder balance, and then from here we can assist ourselves into a lower back balance and come forward into crucifix by way of exiting. Remember, the more you change things up on the entry, the more creativity you'll find throughout the combination. So this goes without saying. Different leads to different. Make sure that you're making time in your own training to regularly challenge the way that you transition between positions that you can do in your sleep. So whether it's standing on the middle bar, pushing back into a toe split, or figuring out a new way to get into a Russian split variation, the more that you play around with things that you already know that your body can do on autopilot, the more creativity you'll stumble upon.